Welcome back to the season premiere edition of MLB Central. We're in the digs for the first time, obviously, in 2025. DeRo, there are so many great pitching matchups. We mentioned Skubal against Blake Snell. We'll be at Peralta and Rodon, but there's another one in Miami that has really caught your eye.
So normally on opening day, I'm in sweatpants, side of Route 3. I'm probably Uber Eats and something, and I'm getting after it. Potpourri, 4 box. And so I want to take people behind the scenes of what I think is going to be interesting tomorrow on opening day. Number one, take the under in the Pittsburgh-Miami. Okay? Oh, we got Al Leiter posted up there.
There we go.
So dial in on Paul Skeens versus Sandy Alcantara on opening day. You talk about riding to the yard as an offensive player. You're hoping to work a walk and maybe throw just a lawn dart. This guy throws 100 miles an hour. Pause this real quick for me. And then he's got the nasty splinker. Can you bring up the splinker board? Best pitches by run value since May 11th of last year. Devin, take a look at this. Cade Smith coming out of the Guardians bullpen. That 4-seamer was on top of its game. But it's Paul Skeens, 102 with the mean on. Can I go back to his windup? Al. If I walk away from MLB Central working with you, the one thing we always used to talk about is at-foot contact. Where a guy's at. So pause this real quick because I want to talk to Al. Just about Paul Skeens and what you see when he's on the mound.
So at LSU, first of all, what I beyond love, again, stay healthy. This guy's a multiple Cy Young Award winner.
And he's got to represent, I think he should represent the United States in WBC next year. That's just my thoughts. I'm putting that out into the world.
Hey, here's a guy, his attitude, disposition, demeanor says that I'm not just going to be, I think I'm great and I know my stuff is good. I want to be one of the best.
Right.
That's the way he carries himself. He added a cutter after last year with the splinker and the
cutter, 2-seamer he was showing.
A 2-seamer now. So, like, this is the thinking of somebody who wants to think, like, next level. And I know there's a lot of years in front of him to start talking crazy stuff about...
No offense for the Marlins, but...
Well, so
how are we scoring a run tomorrow?
Time out. You just talking about Team USA. Are you bunting in this game?
But
how, might have to.
But on the flip side...
Yes. He's being opposed by 2022 NL Cy Young Award winner Sandy Alcantara, who looks back to normal in spring training. And he is going to be the biggest. Peter Bendix, Gabe Kapler. I mean, write your ticket. 3 years. Bring up that board. Sandy Alcantara versus top free agent starting pitcher deals this offseason. Take a look at what guys were given. And I know you'd have to give up about 4 or 5 prospects to get them. But you're getting 3 more years of control at $55 million. So, yes, please. You're going to see teams line.
It's not if, it's when.
I'm calling them tonight.
Do you do it in April or May? Or do you wait till July?
Overpay.
Where's the leverage?
I mean, we've seen it. Teams, players have been traded pretty early, so we'll see.
I would.
Yeah. Where else? What other direction you going?
Okay. I want Boston, Texas. This matchup, Garrett Crochet versus Eovaldi, is going to be a field day. Like I said, watching him, pause this real quick. So Garrett Crochet got off to a great start last year, and then everyone started to fall in love. And when I started to take notice, June 13th, it's late night, 10 o'clock on the East Coast. June 13th, 2024, last year, he goes into Seattle and run it. He goes 7 innings. He punches out 13. And he did it with 2 pitches. 97 to 98 on the heater. He could pretty much tell them that little cutter at 92 was coming, and there was nothing they can do. He lived there, and he started storming around the mound. I mean, the guy was feeling himself all night, and rightfully so. So him going to Boston is super intense, and he's going to take on arguably one of the better lineups in the game.
Yes, definitely.
Especially in the American League, and you see right here his MLB ranks last year. FIP, expected ERA, strikeout percentage, top of the food chain. What was interesting, talking to Chris Young, he said the Texas Rangers struggled to hit the heater last year. 2023, they were 6th in all of baseball slugging. Last year they didn't, so what did they do? That's why they go out and bring in the Jock Petersons. That guy can hit Jake Berger. They can hit speeding bullets. Take a look at the slug leaders versus fastballs, 2024. Jock Peterson's 3rd.
Wow.
Jake Berger's in the 20s, in the 20 range. So I'm interested to see Crochet, new uni, against a team that rakes heaters. Also,
I mean, Al, this is
your boy made the opening.
I'm just enjoying this.
Your boy made the opening day roster.
Yeah, totally.
So we can go look at him.
And
sitting at 3 digits in spring training.
Al, the velocity.
Watch his arm action shorter. Are you on time, Jackie Poo?
The velocity, Al, is what struck me in watching.
That actually was a changeup right there. Roflo, that effort. Yeah, but you know what? It's watching my son evolve and develop and all the different things you got to do. You got to pitch. Like we say it all the time. And I'm surprised that the Rangers last year, because all I ever hear is like, oh, they can hit speeding bullets if they know it's coming. Like, if you knew the dude was just on a heater, wouldn't you just start really early?
You said Jack is starting game 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, congratulations.
How about the unanimous Cy Young Award winners first start opening day? He takes on a world champ. Sign me up for this.
Right out the box. Maybe it's Scooble against Ohtani.
You talk about Paul Skeens. This is straight old school delivery. It's kind of flopping around a little bit.
Right, coming at you like Randy Johnson. And he's going to take on a Dodgers. Mookie seems to be getting better.
That's good.
Maybe Freddie's in there. By the way, can I tip my hat to the Dodgers? I watched those 2 games in Japan. The pitching that they threw out there
is absolutely
absurd. Yamamoto, game 1, was unhittable with the split. And then you had Banda, Kasperian, Tanner Scott, and then back Blake Trinan's throwing balls that are moving 7 feet.
Yates was great last year.
A revolving door of just filth. Then they put Sasaki on the mound. He was grunting every pitch. He's got to get more in his zone. He's going to have to work on that. Or we're going to sit on the heater.
So what do you think?
Fourth time in history that a reigning Cy Young champion is facing the defending world champions on opening day.
So they don't lose? 162-0?
I think they're going to win a World Series again. That's just my take. They're just so deep. Okay, the one team, I wouldn't say team as a whole caught my eye, but there was 2 dudes at Reds camp, Terry Francona, and I walked in. I had never been in the presence of Ellie De La Cruz.
Yeah, he's huge.
Hey, this man's 6'5". This man was fielding ground balls. I didn't even think he bent over. I'm not kidding. His arms are so long. They hit ground ball short. He just went snip, boom. I was like, oh man. Unbelievable.
Juan Samuel.
I'm going to pick him to win the NL MVP this year. I got it with the Otanis, but I think he could go 40-40.
Sure. Wow.
Players with 70-plus extra base hits and 65-plus stolen bases in a single season. Once he kind of controls it, the body movements, everything that is a special.
You got him as NL MVP?
Yeah, a special player. And I had a chance to interview Hunter Green.
I like him a lot.
Yeah, I've never been in his presence either. I'm in.
He seems like
2024 stats. He's figured it out. He knows he's figured it out. Wants the ball. Wants to be great.
Top pick, hurt early on.
Yeah, a lot to like in Reds camp. They're going to be an interesting team.
Changed his repertoire, had a change up, got hit a little bit, now it's a split. Yeah, no, this is going to be a fun team to watch.
That's an interesting division.
It's a very
Brewers don't get
division.
credit. Cincinnati's going to be the sexy pick. The Cubs should win it, but I don't trust it 100%.
Yeah. But you're right on the Brewers. Remember, they won this division by 10 games, and no one talks about them.
Yeah.
No one talks about the Brewers. So.
And the last game I'd focus on, I wanted to give Cal Raleigh some love. So let's go Seattle, Oakland.
Yeah.
Okay? He really doesn't. This extension is so deserved.
Yes.
This guy's absolutely great. 6 years, $105 million. He has been phenomenal for this team. He got the platinum glove. These pitchers absolutely
Sacramento.
Pitchers love throwing to him.
Yeah, they're in A's beginning a new chapter. They're in Sacramento.
Look at his ranks.
Yeah, this is.
He hides in Seattle since start of 2022. I mean, you talk about homers. He's got 91 bombs.
DeRo's catcher. You have to now make sure your staff has it covered, and they got your back, and you got their back.
And I know Luis Severino's going to take the bump for the Athletics, but I'm telling you, from an offensive standpoint,
They mash.
yes, we were there in spring training. There's an air about this team. Don't be shocked if they start to believe. The Langoliers hit 29 jacks last year. J.J. Bleday had 43 doubles for his team. Rooker bangs and
Lawrence
is a pillar.
Butler.
Lawrence Butler is confident as all get out. I'm telling you. They're going and Mason Miller's going to stifle any team in the ninth. So you're not going to want to play them.
And
I'm interested to see
congratulations
Sacramento had
to
a
Mark
yard.
Kotze getting an extension.
Yes.
Well deserved.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Freddie Peralta has become the ace for the Brewers.
When you see Peralta pitch, you go, this guy's got stuff.
He's throwing the ball with big-time conviction.
Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Freddie Peralta.
Got him with a fastball as he's let it fly down.
Got him! Number 200 for Freddie Peralta.
He's been behind Corbin Burns and Brandon Woodruff, and he's now asked to carry the load.
Ballpark cam to the Bronx, where the Brewers will open 2025 against the New York Yankees beginning tomorrow. And for the first time in the history of this program, we'll be on the road for opening day, 10 a.m. Eastern. Myself, DeRo, and a cast of 1,000. I'm warning you now, DeRo, I'm going to be wearing a turtleneck. So
Are you really?
I am going to be wearing a turtleneck. So just everyone get prepared.
At Yankee Stadium?
At Yankee Stadium.
What
Now, getting the
about
ball
this show, Al?
for the defending NL Central Division champions is one of our favorites. Fastball, Freddie Peralta. Freddie, thank you very much for joining us. You learned that you were going to be the opening day starter basically as soon as you arrived in camp back in February. What did it mean to you that your manager had the confidence in you again to make that decision so early?
It was a great feeling for me and my family because, you know, like you say, it was too early. I remember that I was like a week in Arizona, and I was like, damn, I'm ready. But, you know, it makes me feel good because the confidence that he gave me means a lot for me.
Freddie, I look at it. I mean, Roflo's joking about you, fastball Freddie, but when you came to the big leagues, you were that guy. You threw it 80% of the time. You've now evolved as a pitcher, quote unquote, using all your pitches. Is that a product of just realizing that you just can't throw 80% fastballs? Looks like from the metrics, your changeup and slider has been very good for you. Is that a thing of just evolution for you as a starting pitcher?
You know, my fastball is still my number one pitch, but at the same time, you know that hitters make adjustments, and as hitter makes adjustments, pitcher will have to do it too. You know, like I've been watching a lot of other pitchers that they had success in the past, and I learned from them. So I know the big leagues is about adjustment, and that's what I've been doing.
How do you slow the moment down? I mean, tomorrow you're going to take the mound second consecutive opening day start. Last year you guys were in Citi Field. Now you come over to Yankee Stadium. I mean, you take the bump. How do you slow the moment down, focus on what you need to focus on?
For me, you know, I'm that kind of pitcher that I enjoy, like the fans, being loud and all that. I love that. But in the same moment, I know that I have to take care myself to, you know, slow the game down, like you say. What I do is just trying to breathe and concentrate on the hitter, and making out however I can do it. You know what I'm saying? You just concentrate on my game and forget about everything else.
Freddie, what's the separator for you? Al talks about an adjusted arsenal. I feel like you're a heart guy, just watching you out on the mound compete. Our analytics guys talk about your crazy extension, how it creates ride through the zone. What do you think makes you as good as you are?
For me, what I think is, you know, that I'm really good with my lower body, and I put a lot of work in my lower body. You know, my mobility every day. I do a lot of stuff to keep that working well. So that way I know that I can stand really well to the plate, and I have the low release too. So that way my fastball look different, the breaking balls look different than everybody else. You know, and that's the feedback that I get from other hitters that face me in the past. You know, that's what I work all the time. That's natural for me. Yeah. But I have to keep that in mind all the time, that, you know, this is what makes me good. So I have to work on that and keep it that way.
Freddie, your team is blessed with a lot of talent, namely Jackson Churio, still a very young player, but really came into his own during 2024. He's still so young. In fact, I think we have video of you with the big giant cake for him as he was celebrating his 21st birthday. What's it like having him as a teammate?
Hey, man, I love that kid. He has done great things for us already. He's only 21. That's crazy. And you know, like, with the energy that he brings, I remember when he came up last year, at the beginning, he was, you know, a little, you know, afraid of doing some things. But then me and Willie, we took him to the next level, and we make him feel like a family. We make him feel good. And everything pops up after that. You know, like, he has a lot of talent, great talent. And I know that he's going to keep doing it for a lot of years for us.
You know, it's funny. I got a chance to do your preview in spring training. And when I drove out of Maryvale, the guy that took me back the most, like, I was like, whoa, was William Contreras. This guy plays with the mean on. He's ready to rock. Take me inside, like, you working with him behind the plate, what he means.
You know, like, Williams, he cared about win. Yeah. That's what he want to do all the time, every game. You can see that whenever we lost a game, you can see it in his face. It don't matter if he went 4 for 4 that night, but he want to win. He don't care about anything else. And that, as a pitcher, you know, like, whenever I'm on the mound, it makes me feel really good because that's what I want to. If we win the game, it means that we're having success as a group and as a personal job. So it means a lot for me to have him back at the play, a guy that is always competing, that work really hard all the time. I see him working out all the time and working in the little things. And he comes to me, and we get together all the time. We have conversation about how can I be better and how can I make him be better behind the plate too. And that makes us feel really comfortable.
Yeah.
Well, Freddie, thank you very much for joining us. We always love having you on, and best of luck tomorrow when you take on the New York Yankees.